love is not enough. Love is not just affection. Love is not just, oh, I love you in the good times only. Hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. By the title, you already know what we're going to be doing today. Okay, but coming to you guys with a bare face. You know, we're always doing get ready with me, makeup edition, where I do this or that, where I tell a story, where I overshare this or that. So we're going to be doing a get ready with me, while overshare about my marriage kind of video today. Instead of makeup, we're doing skincare, and I'm going to be walking you guys through the process of my morning skincare routine. And I hope you guys enjoy. Yeah, let's just jump right into it. If you're new, you're highly welcome. Please do what to subscribe, like this video, and share this video. See, I'm looking crusty. I just finished having my bath and my skin is looking so dry. So I'm gonna show you guys how I take this skin right here from this to a very nice looking supple skin. So first of all, I'm gonna go in with my toner. This is the clearance toner that I got back a few weeks back, and I like using it in the morning. So let's just jump right into this video. Okay, it's not going to be a long one because my morning skincare routine is like 5 steps, maybe 6. First thing I want you guys to know about my marriage is that marriage was once a very chaotic one. Will I call it a chaotic one? Is that the right word to use and describe it? Like, we're always fighting about the littlest things. Jesus, I can remember one time we fought about, my husband is like, he's always throwing things. I mean, let me say, when he's done drinking water, the can, instead of throwing it inside the dustbin, he'll just fling it in the room. So we'll fight about it. I will argue, I will nag each time he does it. So one time I actually went and bought a dustbin basket and kept it in our room, so it would be easier for him to throw waste inside there. But still, I think he does it to get on my nerve at that time, because at some point I was like, why do you enjoy doing this? And I just gave up at some point. Like, he was always doing it and I'm always nagging about it. We'll always fight, we'll nag, we'll quarrel. Then I can remember one time whenever we were quarreling, if he's going out, he'll bang. When I'm in the room after quarreling, he'll bang the door and go outside. Then when he's in the room and I'm about to go out, I will bang the door back. Jesus. So we always do this. Then at some point I figured that when you want to complain about something you're married, yeah, one time is enough. Highest twice, just leave it there. And if he's going to listen to you and stop that thing that you don't like, he's going to listen to you and stop it. If he's not going to listen to you, just leave it. Okay? Yeah. So I'm gonna let this dry. So now that's all dried. So next thing I care to share with you guys is, see, yeah, so that nothing prepares you enough. Like, nothing prepares you enough for when you are about to have a kid, especially when you're first time mom. Nothing prepares you. No matter how many times you read, no matter how many times you Google about something, nothing prepares you enough for all the changes that comes with motherhood, all the changes that comes with your body, your mental health, your boobies, your skin, how much is going to stretch, how much weight you're going to gain, you name it, how much pain you're going to go through during labor. Nothing prepares you enough when you're a first-time mom. Okay, so if I was to go back to 2019, 2018, 2019, I think I wouldn't have. If I could change anything, I would have waited till I'm done with school to have my child, my first child. Because, you guys, one of my friends chatted me up one time and was like, she just had her first baby. She was like, why am I always, the mother is not always all glam and I'm always going out, I'm always happy, that how do I do it, that she's going through a lot, and do I just bottle things up without talking about some certain things? And I told her, my dear, nothing prepares you enough for motherhood for the first time. That's number one. Second thing is that when I was about to have my second child, I made sure I was ready. Like, I made 100% sure that I was ready for even the worst thing that might come to my way. But my first one, you guys, I wish had it been, if they say, okay, go back to, you know, we should go back to that time, you guys, I won't do it. I went through a lot in school because I was still in the university when everything happened. When I took in, when I gave birth, I spent almost 90% of my pregnancy journey in school. My husband was not there, you know. I was always on my own with little to no help. I'm always doing things myself. And one thing about me is, if you don't offer to help me, I won't ask. I don't know, that's a bad thing. I think it's a bad thing for me, unless it's my sister. But I'm not the type that's always, when I know that I can do some things myself, you know, I'm not handicapped. I have my 2 legs, I have my 2 hands. Highest, if I'm tired, I'll just leave it. But instead of, you know, just being lazy around, I'll rather do it myself. And yeah, I can remember fetching water with my, how many months old bump was I carrying there? I think I was 6 months gone, I'd be 7 months old gone. Water doesn't come into my room, and I was just fetching water. My nice neighbors in my lodge used to help me to carry them to my room, you know. Yeah, I think that's one thing I would have changed. Nothing prepared me for everything that I was going to go through, my mental health. And some lecturers do not give a flying F about whether you're pregnant, whether you're not, whether you are going through anything. Like, some admin officers in the school, they do not care. They're not the one that sent you to go and have baby. So this is, I just applied my snail missing essence. And yeah, like, seriously, I don't think if you are in school and you just got married, please wait till you are done with your university. Don't do it, okay? Don't do it. So next, I'm going with my toner, sorry, my vitamin C serum. If you are not using vitamin C serum in your morning skincare routine, please stop. Go and buy vitamin C serum and start using. It does a lot for your skin, okay? Go and get one for yourself and start using it every morning. So next thing I want you guys to know is, love is not enough in marriage. When I say this, like, I can make a full video about love not being enough in marriage. Love is not even enough in relationships, in friendships, in sisterhood. Your siblings is not enough. Are you willing to overlook some certain things? Love is a sacrifice. Love is being there even when you know you're not gonna gain anything. Love is being there for your loved one even when they are doing the worst, you know. So sometimes when I see people online, you know, but you know, you used to love this person, all of a sudden you are fighting online. I don't get it. Love is not enough. Like, I don't see why you'll be fighting with your husband or your spouse, and instead of you to just go inside and settle your issue, like, you love this person, you have been with this person for years. I don't see why you should come online and be telling us that do not give 2 fucks about what's going on in your marriage. You just come online and be telling us, oh, he did not buy me this, oh, he did not do this. All those times that he has been buying all those things, did you come to tell us he was doing them? Now the first time that he just messed up, you want the whole world to know. See, just don't, like, when you are getting married, be able to know that love comes with a lot. Love is not just affection. Love is not just, oh, I love you in the good times only. Love is loving somebody in the bad times, when he's sick, when he cannot move, when he needs help with a lot, when he cannot bathe himself, when business is not going well, when you guys have to eat gari in your room. Love is a lot. Like, inside that love, there are so many things inside that you have to sacrifice, okay? It's not just about, oh, I love you, affection, taking pictures, glamorous, all of that. Nah, that's not enough. Sacrifices are to be made. You have to overlook some things. You have to turn blind on some things, you know. Not that you cannot complain about some certain things. You can complain, but don't nag about it. Just leave 1-2 comments there and just go. you know, just to know, let your husband or your wife know that okay, your mind is there, or just that you don't want to talk about it and you just want peace to reign. Once you just throw some words, let them know that, oh, this thing you're doing, I'm not cool with it. Person will adjust. Yeah. So next is I'm using my eye cream. This is Mary and May eye cream. I'm just going to apply a little there. I can remember one time that we used to fight back to back, like Jesus. I was like, what's all this? And I'm the type that overthinks fighting whenever I fight with my husband, because one thing about our fight is that during those times before we fight here, our body go, they sweet us, we are happy. Back to back, oh, I love you, oh baby, how are you doing? Oh, I'll send him sweet messages when he's out hustling, you know. I'll even tell him I made something special that he should come home. Then boom, we are fighting. Then I'll be like, oh, I knew this was not good this is too good to be true. I know that one day now this might be, like, I think so far, like something so as little as, okay, something as little as, oh, you did not do this, you're supposed to do this, we're now fighting. My mind will just go so far, and I'm no longer there anymore, and I'm so thankful that I'm not overthinking things as I used to before. Okay, so I always, before, yeah, at the early stage of our marriage, I always maybe talk to my sister or talk with my mom about it, and you know, your parents will always side you, okay, unless it's a big situation that they need to hear from your husband as well. So my mom always sides me, you know, and I don't think that's a good thing. So if you are getting married or you're married and you have issue with your husband, find the closest in-law, somebody you are very, very close to, that listens to your husband or your wife, and make friends with that person, and report if it messes up and it's too big for you to, you know, handle. Report your husband, your spouse, to the person. So what I did, my sister-in-law is so sweet. She's the sweetest person I know on earth right now, or one of the sweetest persons. Okay, so I always talk to her about it, and she'll be like, okay, no problem, she'll call my husband, tell my husband everything. She knows how to talk to people, like down to, oh, she's a sweetheart. So those period, you know, sometimes you don't know the right words to use to handle some certain things. So I always tell her, she'll call my husband. Before you know it, we are cool. So next is my simple moisturizer. I'm going to apply this all over my face. So you guys, yeah, if you've watched this video to this part and you've been enjoying it, please click the like button. And yeah, so next thing I would love to share with you guys is, we've been in a certain place here where we don't talk about things, and communication is so good. Sometimes my husband is the hustling type, he's an alpha male. I might be like, oh baby, I want to give you some money, let me buy. I said, no, don't do that. Like, maybe sometimes, you know, when he's always giving me, I would like to do something for him. And one time I didn't know what to get him. You know, he has everything. Like, gifting a man is so hard. So I said, oh baby, I want to give you some money, I don't know what to buy. He said, just buy anything, don't give me money, I don't need your money. And I was like, what's wrong with it? He said, no, my wife cannot give me money, I'm the one supposed to give my wife money. And I'm like, okay, that's cool, but at the same time, I didn't know what to, like, my point is, when you're always hustling, you know, he's always the one going out there to do things. So sometimes it gets between our way of, you know, communication, being around, you know. So what I do is go out with him once, you know, we talk, go on a date, get closure again, because sometimes you just get carried away. Once you start having kids, once you start having responsibilities, no longer you and your husband. You guys, if you have kids now, you get what I mean. when you it's just the two of you, when it's just you and your husband, it's so easy. You get to go out, do things a lot together. But once kids start coming in, you have a lot to think about: children's school fees, children's future, investments plans that you can do for them, you know, secure their future, places you like them to go to school at, you know, all those kind of things. And him overworking himself sometimes gets in between our, you know, our alone time, let me call it that. So it's always good to take our time, and you know, we always take our time, go out and, you know, talk, have fun before we get back to our responsibilities again. Recently went out on a date, which has been a while that we did that, and I felt so good that day. Last but not the least is my what's the name, is my Skin Aqua Sun Gel. So last but not the least thing I would like you guys to know is that once you're intentional about your marriage, what you want your marriage to be like, you know, and you have a man that listens to you, that you can communicate with, like, okay baby, this is what I don't like, we have not done this together, we have not done that together, marriage just get better. Especially when you get married in such a, like me, I don't know, it depends on your situation of getting married. When I got married, I wasn't ready. Yeah, I was not ready to get married when I got married, but I knew that the man that was right in front of me was my husband. So it got better because of how intentional I became about it, and how, you know, I'm always communicating with my husband. Stop bottling things up. I'm always there about bottling things up, Jesus. So I stopped bottling things up. I'm always telling him when I'm not okay. Because I don't know, maybe that's because of the way I was brought up. Instead of me to talk and cause problem with my problem, I'd rather just bottle it up. But I've stopped that. I'm always, you know, communicating how to make our married life better, our relationship better, you know, everything will get better. Leave all these things you're seeing online. There are marriages out there that are still very, very sweet. It's not all roses, okay? You have to be very, very intentional about it, and you see yourself having fun, enjoying your life. You cannot just, you know, just always have that your special time together. It can be just being indoors, watching movies with your popcorn, put the kids to bed, see a movie together. That's the one we always do very, very well. Very, very well. Since we started having kids, we always, you know, finding him on Fridays or Saturdays. We can even watch it all together, but on Fridays or Thursday nights, I'm always, you know, most times I see movies with my husband at home. So, you know, just to bond. And yeah, marriage is not easy, but you can make it easy for yourself. Leave online people, okay? Leave all these things people show you online, and mind your own marriage. Deal with it by yourself. Don't call anybody into it, okay? Last but not least, my lip oil from Clarins. The applicator is so cute, so I'm going to apply it on my lips. One thing I love about this, it smells so good, and it makes my lip look so pink. You see, guys, makes it look so pink. So yeah, and that brings us to the end of this video. Put me on anything you've done differently in your marriage that has really helped it, you know, become more interesting and more, you know, conducive for you. And I'll see you guys on my next one. And don't forget to take care of your skin. I mean, we went from that crusty ass looking skin to this supple looking skin. And yeah, I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye guys. Mwah.